So in laws of motion, the important 4 marks question is explain advantages and disadvantages of friction. So in this one we can write in examination point of view, advantages are 2 points and disadvantages are 2 points. So first one we can write about the advantages. So the first point is walking is not possible without friction, and the second one, friction help the fingers to hold a pen or drinking water glass or anythings. And third one, brakes of vehicles working with friction. And fourth one, nuts and bolts holding the surface due to the friction. So in this 4 point we can write any 2 points in the examination point of view. And the next one, disadvantages of friction. So the first one, due to friction wear and tear of machine parts increases. And the second one, heat is generated due to friction in machines. And third one, friction results power losses. And fourth one, due to friction decreases efficiency of engine. So in this 4 point we can write any 2 points in the examination point of view. In laws of motion, the very important 4 marks question is explain the various methods to minimize the friction, or explain the various methods to reduce the friction. So we can write any 4 points of the reducing methods of friction. So the first one, polishing, second one, using lubricants, and third one, using ball bearings, and fourth one, streamlining. So we will explain about the one by one. First one, polishing. Friction between two surfaces of contact can be reduced by polishing the surface to some extent. So second one, using lubricants. A thin layer of oil or fluid is used between the surfaces in contact to reduce friction. And third one, using ball bearings. The free wheels of vehicles like bicycle, two-wheelers, motor cars, shafts of motors, dynamos, and etc. are provided with ball bearing to reduce friction by replacing sliding with rolling. And then last one, streamlining. Automobiles and aeroplanes are specially designed with curved surfaces so that the air layers may get streamlined during the motion and hence reduce friction. So these are the 4 important headings, and we can write explain 4 points in the examination point of view. So in laws of motion, very important 4 marks question is state the laws of rolling friction. So we can write the heading laws of rolling friction. So the first point is rolling friction is directly proportional to the normal reaction. So we can write F suffix R, Fr proportional to N. So we can equate the equation. We can write Fr is equal to mu R into N, where N is the normal reaction, Fr is the rolling friction, mu R is the coefficient of rolling friction. And the second one, rolling friction is slightly lesser than static and kinetic friction. And third one, rolling friction is inversely proportional to radius of the body. And fourth one, area of contact is less, so the rolling friction is less. And fifth one, ring sphere while moving their contact surface gets slightly deformed. So these are the 5 points. We can write any 4 points in the examination point of view. Okay students, the next important 4 marks question in laws of motion, define the terms momentum and impulse, state and explain the law of conservation of linear momentum with example. So first we can write the define the statements of momentum and impulse. So momentum, it is the product of mass and velocity of the body. So we can write the momentum principle, P is equal to mv, momentum is equal to mass into velocity. And next one, we can define the statement of impulse, it is the product of force and time. So I is equal to F into T, impulse is equal to force into time. Or we can define the another definition of impulse, impulse is equal to change in momentum. So we can write I is equal to mv minus mu. So impulse is equal to final momentum minus initial momentum. So next one, we can define the statement of the law of conservation of linear momentum. So if external force on the body is zero, then the object momentum is constant. So we can explain the law of conservation of linear momentum by using the Newton's second law. So F is equal to dp by dt. Applied force on the object is equal to rate of change of momentum of the body. So we can write the F is equal to 0, dp by dt is equal to 0, then P will be constant, momentum will be constant, mv is equal to constant. So next one, we can explain the examples of the law of conservation of linear momentum. So the first example, we can take the collision between the two particles or the two spheres or the two different masses object. So let us consider two spheres of the masses m1 and m2 and their final initial velocity are u1 u2. After collide, their final velocities are v1 v2. So when we can observe this figure, so we can take the two different mass spheres and their initial velocities before collision u1 u2, and then after collision they can occupy the final velocities v1 v2. So initial momentum is equal to final momentum. Initial momentum is equal to m1 u1, m2 u2, and final momentum m1 v1, m2 v2. So we can write initial momentum is equal to final momentum. So m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Then the next example, motion of the rocket and aeroplane motion, and the fourth one, explosion of a bomb into two pieces. So bomb, first one we can take the bomb is initially at rest, so initial momentum or initial velocity will be 0, then the initial momentum also 0. So by using the law of conservation of linear momentum, initial momentum of the bomb is equal to final momentum of the bomb. So initial velocity must be 0, then the initial momentum will be 0, and when the bomb will be explodes in the two pieces, they can have the two different masses and different final velocities. So we can write mu is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2, then 0 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2, m1 v1 is equal to minus m2 v2. So initial m1 v1 is equal to p1 is equal to minus p2. There the negative direction will be represent the when the bomb is after explosion, their two pieces travel in opposite direction. So before explosion, the bomb mass will be capital M. Then after the explosion, they can resolve into two different pieces. So the two pieces masses will be m1 and m2. They can travel in opposite direction with final velocities v1 and v2. So we can write this equation m1 v1 is equal to minus m2 v2, or p1 is equal to minus p2. The next important 4 marks question and laws of motion. So the question is, state Newton's second law of motion, hence derive the equation of motion F is equal to ma from it. So first one, we can write the statement of Newton's second law. So the statement is, the rate of change of momentum of a body is proportional to external force acting on the body. So we can write the equation, so F proportional to dp by dt, and F is equal to, we can equate the equation k into dp by dt. So F is equal to dp by dt since k is equal to 1. Next one, if P is nothing but momentum, the product of mass and velocity. So the equation is P is equal to mv. Instead of P, we can substitute mv. So F is equal to dmv by dt. F is equal to, so we can write the outside the m term is constant, mass of the body m dv by dt. So F is equal to ma. Because of dv by dt, the rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. So the final equation is F is equal to ma. So in this one, we can write the statement of the Newton's second law, and we can write the from Newton's second law the equation F proportional to dp by dt, and we can use the equation P is equal to mv momentum. So the final equation is F is equal to ma. So the 4 marks important question in laws of motion. why are shock absorbers used in motorcycle and cars? So it is based on the impulse. So the shock absorbers are used in motorcycles and cars to reduce the magnitude of the impulsive force when they travel on uneven roads. So this is the answer, to reduce the magnitude of impulsive force. So we can write impulse is equal to force into time. So the formula will be I is equal to F into T. So F is equal to I by T, where F is the impulsive force and I is the impulse, F is the force, T is the time. So therefore shock absorbers are increase the time and reduce of force. So where we can take the increase the time, so the time and force is inversely proportionality, so we can take the shock absorbers as the increase the time and reduce the force.